It was an amazingly great performance. We had no way of knowing really exactly how the aircraft was going to perform until we actually flew it, and that was the first real time it had flown. And we did lift it off the water for about 200 or 300 feet yesterday, but there really wasn't any way to tell the flight performance. But it was amazing. The regulatory process that we're entering into now to get the standard type certificate it's a process that exists, but to do it for an electric motor has not been done before. So we're not entirely sure of the entire process in terms of time, but we're anticipating somewhere around the 2-year mark to actually get passengers in these airplanes. We're hoping that we can get it done in 2 years. The amount of maintenance and money spent on this motor will be drastically different. As far as evolving the fleet, as the battery technology increases and the range increases and the payload increases, we can gradually transition our fleet over to electric. Our goal is to actually electrify the entire fleet. There's no reason not to.
With this flight, December 10th, 2019 will be remembered as the day the electric aviation age started. An aircraft like this will fly about 100 miles on batteries at this stage. 100 miles is not very far, but it's a majority of what Harbour Air fly. In fact, if you look at 2018 flights, airline flights, not Harbour Air flights or the smaller operators, but the major airlines, including Air Canada. In 2018, 45% of worldwide airline flights were less than 500 miles in range. 5% of worldwide airline flights were less than 100 miles in range. Less than 100. And that's using large aircraft. So there's a requirement out there to fly short distances, even with existing airlines, let alone when you can introduce an aircraft that's significantly cheaper to operate and can now fly in and out of airports and docks that up until now, while they existed as infrastructure, couldn't be used.